guys are like, why is she wearing this fucking hat? This is my Finn hat. You don't like it, then don't watch this video, because I'll be wearing it for the whole video. But I am kind of hot though, but you know, it's all good. Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is of course a story time. So this is actually a story time collab with my good, well, is she good friend now? We just gonna call her that. From the Netherlands, my pretty ass friend, my pretty ass YouTube friend, Naomichanellaing. And I'm sure that that's her last name. I don't know really how to pronounce it. I should have asked, but I didn't. So you know what? Today it's Lang. L-A-I-N-G. I absolutely adore her channel. She's so sweet, and yeah, we decided to collab, and I really want you guys to go subscribe to her if you're not already, because I know a lot of you are, and she's just really dope. So I think you guys will really like her channel, because her channel is very similar to mine. She doesn't just do story times or just do makeup or just do beauty hacks. She ain't a one-trick pony, so she do everything. So we like her. And yeah, go subscribe to her. I will definitely link her channel in the description box, and I will also put her right here so you can go check her out and check out my glow. Yes, so make sure you guys go check out her story time about how she found out about the side chick that admitted that she was the side chick. Oh my gosh, I would have beat somebody's ass. Anyway, stay tuned if you want to hear my two stories. I got two stories because they're both pretty short, so I decided to just combine them. And this is legit the first time. Now that I'm like telling the stories, I'm like, okay, fuck, I've been cheated on before, but I've never really accepted that. I've kind of just told myself I've never been cheated on, but technically I have. So yeah, I've been cheated on. Boo-hoo. Anyway, I'm a grown woman. This is actually, I believe, the last relationship before I started dating Shoota's booty. So I was talking to this guy, and I was so head over heels, like I was getting ready to like move out and stuff. Like I legit wanted to have some great life with this nigga. So we were not dating for long, but the year before we had started talking, and then we kind of lost contact because his ass went to jail. And then once he was out of jail, we kind of got contact again and picked up where we left off. We've legit only had sex once, and we were talking for so long. We only had sex one time. And what does that got to do with this story? I don't know, but oh yeah, I guess the point to say, we were really serious, but we were not having sex. We only had sex once, and we never had sex again. But we were just in what I thought was a monogamous relationship, but it was not. So that's basically the relationship. We weren't like, we were serious, but we weren't really that serious, because I think he was on house arrest and he wasn't allowed to drive his car. Well, his car actually got totaled. So he was driving a rental, but he wasn't, his dad was super strict, and he was not allowed to leave his little house unless he had parental supervision, despite the fact that we were adults. For the first time, I was gonna meet his parents, and basically he had to ask permission for me to come over. Like, grown ass kids, y'all, but because he got in trouble with the law and stuff, like his dad was just mad strict. They picked me up. All of them motherfuckers is in the car. First of all, the mom, the stepmom, the dad, him, and his sister. They all in the motherfucking car. He drives me all the way to the fucking west end of Toronto, and then and we get to his house or whatever, and we're chilling inside, and everything is good and dandy. Y'all, when I tell you, this guy was, he's an A1 actor, okay? Because he was like legit, he would act like I was the legit only girl in the world. Like, he had me super duper duper fooled. Like, I can't even tell. And he was living a double life, okay? But I'm not gonna get into all that. He's just crazy. So basically, I'm at his house and me and him always used to FaceTime. And I had an iPhone, he had an iPad, and so we're just playing on his iPad or whatever. And so oh my gosh, so we're playing on his iPad, and whenever he would be FaceTiming me, he would screenshot and say he needs a picture to sleep beside or some lame ass shit like that. Like, he's a goofball. So he was telling me that he needs pictures of me, so he always used a screenshot, and I used to get so mad because there would be times that I looked busted up and he's there taking screenshots of me. I would get legit pissed, and every time I tried to take a screenshot of me, for some reason he knew, and he would like block the camera, or he wouldn't let me take the screenshot, and I would get so angry. Anyway, we're at his house chilling, and I'm using the iPad or whatever. I'm like, you know what, I want to see the pictures that he's been taking of me. I go into the photos, you guys. Yes, I had to clap. I go into the photos on the iPad. I start looking through the pictures, and I start at the top of the fucking pictures, and I see me looking a hot ass mess. But then all of a sudden the picture switches to another bitch, and I'm just like, who the fuck is this? Some light-skinned girl with long straight hair, and the girl is like in her bra, and as I keep scrolling, she's wearing less and less clothes, and he's in the camera smiling like a motherfucking idiot. Like I was so pissed, you guys. And at first I kind of laughed it off, like, is this nigga for real? It just took me a minute to process. It was deep, because why are there naked bitches on your iPad on FaceTime? You're telling, basically, I was very pissed, because I'm just like, you told me you're going to bed, but then there's pictures after my pictures, which means that you were not going to bed. You were FaceTiming somebody else at 12 o'clock in the morning that is showing you their titties. So I sat there. I made him delete every single motherfucking photo in the fucking iPad, including mine. Deleted everything in the iPad, including mine. And then broke up with his ass. Deuces, you ain't finna play with me. Don't ever in your life think that you can play with me, because I'm not having it. Nonetheless, of course, this sucker ass nigga begged and pleaded for me to get back with him, but I'm like, nigga, no. Like, no, you ain't about to do all that. Like, no. And so that is the first side bitch story. A little light-skinned slut, okay? No, he was the slut. I don't know if she knew about me or not. That's irrelevant though, because he legit worshipped the ground that I walked on, you guys. He was playing my ass the whole time, FaceTiming bitches that were getting naked for him on camera. Like, if I saw a pussy bust open photo, I would have lost my mind. But it was just titties. Titties upon titties upon titties. And it was like reoccurring. So basically it would be my pictures, and then her pictures, and then her pictures, and then my pictures, and then her pictures. So it was like he was doing this every single day, every day. What are you thinking? And so that's my first cheating ass nigga story. Number two is this is from high school, and the reason I'm telling two is because this is just proof that niggas ain't shit, okay? So basically the second story happened in high school, and this was the first time I got my ass played, and I thought it would be the last, but clearly it wasn't, because the other story I told you just happened a couple years ago before I met Shooter. So this next story, basically how I found out about the side bitch was like this. One day after school, we were all chilling. It was a bunch of guys and a bunch of girls, just the people that I hung out with at school. We were all chilling, and the boys started kind of play fighting and roughhousing. And so when we're gonna call this other nigga Taquan, when Taquan started play fighting with my boyfriend at the time, I decided to quickly pickpocket, and I slid my hand quick into his bomber jacket and pinched his phone out. And I'm the type of person that I'm the crazy girlfriend that thinks like this. I'm looking through your phone to not find anything. So basically, when I look through your phone, I'm looking to make sure you ain't doing no bad things. Like, I'm making sure you ain't up to no good. And so if I do find something, then we'll cross that bridge when I get there. But I just need to reassure myself that my boyfriend is doing right by me. And so that's my logic. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that think like that. But if there isn't, then call me crazy. So I pickpocket his phone and I go to the other side of the glass doors and I sit down and they're still play fighting, doing whatever. So I sit down and two of my friends are there and I unlock his phone and I go deep into the phone and I go into his text messages. Well, okay, this is how I search a phone. First I search your text, then I move on to your photos, and then I move on to your Facebook inbox and stuff. And so Facebook inbox, I could do that from home. Photos, I would do it if I had enough time. So right now I'm just gonna go through his text. So I'm sitting there on the floor in this little cubby space at the school on the other side of the glass doors, scrolling through his text messages. I find text messages from this girl. We gonna call her Shaniqua because we just gonna call her Shaniqua, okay? I see text messages in his phone with somebody saved under the name Shaniqua. So I open the text messages. I scroll to the very top to when their conversation started, however many weeks ago, and I start reading. And the one thing that started making me hyperventilate was the fact that the man was talking to her like how he used to talk to me when we first started talking, way before we were even dating. Good morning, beautiful, how was your day, all that. He had all the game, okay? So that's how he used to talk to me, and now he was talking to her. So I'm like, okay, either he's already cheating on me or he's about to cheat on me. So we gotta put a stop to this one because it ain't about to go down like that. Scrolling through the text messages, I'm reading the text, I'm like, wow, they've legit been talking forever, and I had no idea. I don't know who this girl is, and I'm just, my stomach, my heart literally sunk to my stomach, you guys, and I was just shaking while I was reading the text messages, legit shaking. I was like, a part of me just couldn't believe it because we were kind of going through a weird stage in our relationship. So I should have known that the climax where the breakup was coming would happen soon. I just wasn't ready for it, and I didn't think that our relationship was going to end on a note like that. So I'm scrolling through the text, reading everything they're talking about, winky faces, kissy faces, all that, and I'm just like, there's no way. There's no way. So because I'm legit like this in the text messages, you guys. I'm just like this, scrolling away in disbelief. So because my head's down and I'm sitting on the floor, all of a sudden, yoink, beep, okay? All of a sudden, the phone gets snatched out of my hand. Who snatched the phone out of my hand? Motherfucking, what did I call him in the last video? Traquan? No, I called him, Trevon? I don't remember what I called him in the last video. The point is, he yeeted the phone out of my motherfucking hand. He took that phone so quick, and I was just first of all, I was stunned because one, I shouldn't have had his phone, but two, look at what the fuck I just read. So he's like, yo, what are you doing? Why do you have my phone? I was looking for my phone for 20 minutes over there. I couldn't find it. I really thought I lost it, blah, blah, blah. I said, nigga, that's what you worried about? What? And so I wasn't about to argue with him in front of everybody because that would have been one hell of an embarrassing argument. I'm paging him about texting other girls in front of everybody, our friends. It ain't going down like that. So at this point, I'm embarrassed that he's even talking to me crazy in the hallway. So I just get up, get on the bus, and go home because I think it was a Friday night, because I don't usually hang out after school, so it was probably a Friday, and that's why I was there just kicking it with these motherfuckers. It might have been after a basketball game now that I think of it. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, he basically embarrass me in the hallway. So then I go home or whatever. I get home and I start writing in my little diary, bawling my eyes out, probably for a good motherfucking 3 hours. Like, I was so hurt, you guys. I was devastated because, one, this was my first real relationship and nothing like that had ever happened to me before in my life that I'm aware of. So because it was my first real relationship and I thought I was so in love, like, this was just traumatic for me. Like, I needed to be hospitalized. I was just in so much pain. So so moving forward, obviously I had less than a day to think about it before I decided to take action. So what I did was, my friend knew the girl that he was texting. The reason she knew her is because they're all from that area. I lived down the way. I didn't live in the area that I went to school in. So she ends up giving me the girl's number and we three-way her. She mutes her phone and we call the girl, and I'm basically pretending to be my boyfriend's cousin and telling her, like, oh yeah, you're the new girl in his life, like, I just wanted to know what's going on. We were just looking through your text messages, you guys are so cute, blah blah blah. That's the card I was playing. It was whack as fuck, I will admit that. Like, that was just whack. I should have been like, I should never have called her, but I did. So basically, where is she? I call her and I'm talking to her and I'm trying to get intel because y'all know I'm part of the CIA. So I'm trying to get my intel on this girl, and I've always been logical. If your man's cheating on you, don't be going after the girl. Like, that's not what it was for me. For me, I just wanted to gather the information to present my case to this little nigga. So I gathered enough information. I didn't ask her if they had sex or not because I felt like that would have been too much. So I just tried to see how deep their relationship was going, to see if she knew about me or not, and blah blah blah. Well, not me, but if she knew that he had a girlfriend and blah 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 blah. She was saying no and all that. And so because I called private stating that I was his cousin, stating that we were just going through their text messages, she was just like, she knew better, obviously. Like, she knew that I was not his cousin. She knew I had to have been some girl that either likes him or his girlfriend, because I'm pretty sure he told her he ain't got no girlfriend. And that's like you got me all the way fucked up if you think you gonna tell somebody a lie like that. Like I was saying, I'm very logical. I'm not gonna be mad at the girl. Like, she doesn't know me. Even if she did know about me, she doesn't know me. She doesn't owe me anything. No loyalty, though. I frown down upon home wreckers. Like, we don't fuck with y'all. So I get off the phone with her. She obviously put two and two together that I was not really his cousin, because she did ask me, why would you be calling me private though? And she was kind of like, she was acting like a little hoe on the phone. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she was kind of acting like, okay, if this is his girlfriend, kind of, so what? Like, she had that kind of attitude about her being slick with the talkings and stuff. So I brushed that off, though. It is what it is. Some people just don't know no better. So then, maybe 5 minutes after I get off the phone with her, my phone rings and it's him. Mind you, after what happened on Friday and it's Saturday now, we are not really talking, and you don't really have the right to be calling me. So I obviously knew that he's obviously calling me because she just called him and let him know that somebody just called asking about him. Blah 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 blah. He's not dumb. He knows it's me, because I don't play that shit. So he called me and said, yo, how did you even get her number? What's wrong with you? Making me feel like I'm the bad guy. Bitch, no, I'm not the bad guy. Like, no, I never was. Like, I'm just a hurt ass female. Like, I'm hurting. Like, you're supposed to be my boyfriend. So he was trying to put me in the wrong for calling her. Like, I had no right to call her. Blah 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 blah. So you're just making your dumb ass look even more guilty. So that was day 2 of the fight. Day 3 of the fight between me and this nigga. The whole side bitch thing is like what led up to the breakup, because if I never took his phone out of his pocket to go read his text messages, I never would have saw that. But like I said, I'm looking to protect myself. Like, I don't care about you. Like, I'm trying to protect me and make sure you ain't up to no good, so I don't get my feelings hurt. So reading the text messages obviously was only hurting me more, but at least I could remove myself from the situation if I felt like that's what I needed to do. So on Sunday now, after the whole Saturday fiasco, I message him and I'm like, are you busy? We need to talk. I'm coming over. Like, we gotta hash this out now. I can't deal with this no more. So I go over to his house. We start talking. It gets real heated and it does get physical. And I'm the type of person that if you lay a hands on me, there's no way I'm not laying a hand on you. Like, I don't care if you're a man, woman, transgendered. I don't give a fuck. I will lay my hands, like, real quick. So it did get physical. I don't really remember how it started, but I remember going from the bed to the floor to the fucking stuffed in the closet. Legit had so many bruises on me, and I remember being at school like a couple days later showing my bruises to Jezebel, and she didn't have much to say about it. This is obviously before the shit happened with Jezebel, but yeah, like, it got physical. It got ugly real quick, and I think that he blacked out when it was going on because he just would not stop hitting me. And I've never talked about this, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like, it's fucked up. But it did get physical, and I know that he felt bad about it. He never apologized to me, but I know that he felt bad about it because he did tell his mom, and his mom ended up talking to me about it. She didn't apologize on his behalf, but she did talk to me about the situation and like, she did end up talking to me a couple days later after he told her what happened and blah blah blah. I'm pretty forgiving. Like, I'm not about to hold no grudges against you, so I did forgive him pretty quickly because remember, I was 16, 17 years old, madly in love, infatuated, and like, I don't know, like, I just forgave him for that, and then we were friends with benefits and we was fucking all the time. Anyway, that is basically what happened when the relationship ended. Maybe a couple months later, I ended up finding out that they were fucking. They definitely did have sex, and I was so mad. But it became to I think that's actually why we stopped talking initially before the whole Jezebel situation went down, because we wasn't fucking, we was just beefing. And I think that's actually the reason why, because of the side chick, the dusty hoe. So that's why we stopped talking. And then fast forward to maybe 4 years later, after high school, okay, 4 years. My best friend Killa is very close with Shaniqua, the side chick, and she invited me to some barbecue at Shaniqua's house 4 years later after this all happened. Now, I was never mad at Shaniqua per se, so I don't have a problem with Shaniqua, but I just felt like Shaniqua knows who I am. I know who Shaniqua is now. Like, I don't know if I should, like, I don't know, that's just weird. Like, you know what I mean? The past is the past, but I don't want to mix and mingle with all that. So I decided to not go to the barbecue. A year after that, which was hello? Say hi to my people. You're not gonna say hi to my subs, babe? They love you. You're disrespectful.
Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. It's your favorite boy shooters in town.
Bitch, fuck it up. Yes. Okay, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. When I finish recording.
Bye.
Okay, bye. A year after that, I get a message from some account I ain't never seen before, asking me to do her makeup for her birthday. This was Shaniqua, y'all. So I look at the pictures, I'm like, this bitch looks real familiar. And so I read the bio and I realize that it's her. Y'all, this is a lesson to not be a homewrecker and burn no bridges. Now, your girl don't turn down no coin, of course. So I did agree to do her makeup because, Like, that's old news. Like, I ain't worried about that nigga. So yes, I'll do your makeup. However, however, I agreed to do her makeup. We make the plans and all that. She was supposed to come meet me so that I could do her makeup. She was supposed to come to me. I wasn't going to her. I even had an invite to the party, y'all. Last minute, the day of the fucking party comes, and she's just like, I don't really wear a lot of makeup, so I was just thinking maybe you could just like fill in my brows. Bitch, right? Bitch, right? Like, what are you talking about? So maybe you can fill my brows or whatever. And I was like, okay, I guess, but like, that's a waste of my time, and I'm still charging you what I charge. So then she ends up canceling, period. And I was so pissed because I'm just like, don't waste my time. You left a bad taste in my mouth a couple years ago. Now you want to leave another bad taste? Bitch, get your life. Get your fucking life. Anyway, no shade, no tea. Y'all already know. Anyway, that is the story on how I found out that my boyfriend had a side bae or a side bitch, and I wasn't having it. And yeah, those are two stories on how I got cheated on. And I've never really admitted that I was cheated on before. This is my first time actually like admitting the fact that I've been cheated on. I'm always like, ain't no nigga cheated on me. But now that I think of it about it, like, yeah, I got cheated on. Niggas really ain't shit. So like, my little loyal ass, like, how I'm gonna be so loyal to these niggas and then they just go ahead and cheat on me? Like, what did I do to deserve that? Nothing. Anyway, I do love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed these stories, and I will definitely see you in the next one.